All right, so as I've been introduced, my name is Lamar Riddick. I'm the program assistant for the School of Music. Some of you all have seen me in the band office from time to time. I do most of the stuff behind the scenes as far as food, invoices, and all the stuff that no one likes to do. That's pretty much the stuff that I do. So today we're going to talk about surviving the music industry. How many of you guys are music industry majors? Raise your hand. Oh, okay, all right, that's pretty cool. How many of you guys actually like it? Okay, I see it was a little slow in raising your hand that time, but that's fine because it's going to be fun. The key thing about the music industry is that you have to learn how to work the system to make the system work for you. That is the key thing I'm going to tell you right now. For those of you who are music educators in the room, see, look how the educators are so happy raising their hands. You know, they raise it up with enthusiasm, but that's cool. Well, even for you music educators, when you go to your school, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody in the school thinks she knows everything about music. They think you know music business. They think you know how to set up sound. I have a friend that's currently teaching in Polk County in Florida. They think he's a sound engineer. He's not. He didn't go to school for sound, but he was like, oh, I'm pretty sure the band instructor knows how to set up a whole auditorium of sound equipment. But that shows as a musician, you have to be what? Well-rounded. So that's why I'm here today, is to help you guys become that well-rounded resource. So when you're in careers, you know a little bit about a lot. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So one of the things that my dad taught me when I was younger is if you want to be good at anything, learn the business first. So whether that's education, whether that's performance, whether that's industry, sound engineering, learn how the business works so that way you know what part you can play in the actual business. You know, because it's like, okay, let's say you like to take out garbage. Well, that's cool, but if you don't know where to get a garbage can, you don't know how it's structured, you don't know a route, you don't know what time to pick up garbage, well, you're gonna burn yourself out just going around trying to pick up litter. But if you understand how that garbage system works, at what time the point of contact is supposed to meet to pick up the batch of garbage from this zone and that zone, now you can kind of understand, like, okay, I understand as a garbage professional that there's a collective of things that has to happen for my dream to come true. Not comparing your dreams to garbage, so don't get that twisted. That's not what I'm saying. But everybody deals with the garbage man at some points in their lives. All right, so what I want to tell you, I want to give you some tools to teach you how to start now to be your own business. How many of you guys go out to eat? Y'all lying. I know y'all lying. I seen a couple of y'all up in there yesterday. How many of y'all go out to eat? Okay. How much do you say you spend a month in, going out? Whether it's movies, going out to eat with friends? Just throw out some numbers.
Too much.
$400. How much?
$400.
But a couple hundred, right? We can agree. At least $100 a month. All right. So do you know for $100 you can start your own business? Did you know that you can go to the Treasury of West Virginia and literally register your LLC right now? See, I didn't know that either when I was in college. But when I realized, like, starting a business is actually cheaper than what people make you think. It's running a business is the most expensive part. But starting one, it takes less than what you spend a month in junk food. So if you discipline yourselves now to start your own business, you can really benefit a lot in the future. So some examples of that, right? This microphone I got in my hand, this in-ear system I got in my ear, my cables and things like that, that was all tax write-offs. And they are on my taxes because I started a business, Revive Collective Music, so the expenses of my music, when it goes to traveling, when it goes to hotels, when it goes to just having meetings with other business professionals, that's all tax write-offs. Versus you chasing your dream and going broke and becoming a starving artist, you don't have to. You can set your system up now as a strong foundation, so that way, when you're writing these things off, it can help you with your taxes and help propel you forward versus holding you back. So for $100 a month, you can go to, let me show you right here. Not $100 a month, but the $100 that you spend in a month. There's a place. Let's see, type this in. It's called business4.wv.gov. I want you guys to pull out your phones and write this down because I'm not talking for no reason here. I want you guys to be successful. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the website. And basically you sign up, you create yourself a user account, and then it will go to ask you questions about what type of business you want to do, what services your business offers, and one of the most important things is what is going to be the name of your business. Don't think too hard into these things. One thing that you will learn is that simplicity really is the pathway to success a lot of the times. Because of what I do here at the band, I have to think a lot. Like I have to think about, okay, you guys have to have 8 buses, you have to be at this hotel, not only at the hotel, what time, what you're gonna eat when you get there, vegans, gluten-free, dietary restrictions, where you're gonna park, how long you can park there. Once you leave there, who's picking up the cones from the parking? I always have to overthink things. But as you're being a creator, as you're being an artist, an entrepreneur, it's really the opposite. Because everything is expression when it comes to art. Everything is expression. So even when you're setting up your account, don't overthink this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink, well, I may want to sell pickles, but I actually want to sell hot dogs. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you have to do is just write down what your dreams and your goals are, and then just code it into your account. And simple as that, they'll check the system to see if your name has been taken or not, and you'll just wait. And if you've been approved, you'll get your certificate in the mail saying that you're a registered DBA, which is doing business as, is where the government sees you and your business as the same. Or an LLC, which is a limited liability company, to where it's its own entity and organism. So if something were to happen to the business, it doesn't happen to you unless you're doing some particular fraudulent activity. Then the government is something called a corporate veil, where you're protected until you do something fraudulent, and they can pierce that and sue you for all you got to. But that is a simple breakdown of LLC and DBA, of which you can go online and file today. Okay? Any questions so far? Any questions? Okay, I just want to make sure I talk very fast.